All right, this is Luis Sando of FightHype.com with my guy, Max Kellerman.
Let's establish this before we begin.
Yes.
You saw I just did a 4-hour, 15-minute radio show.
Yes.
And I sat down and did Radio Row interviews and stuff, okay?
Yes, sir.
I got stuff, meetings tomorrow morning and then another radio show. How many questions are you going to ask me?
5.
5. We're going to count the questions.
All right. So I got to be careful with it.
It's going to be 5
okay.
questions.
So I'm not going to do I'm going to go right into it. First of all, I want to get your opinion on something, not boxing related, but Ronda Rousey just got shocked, surprisingly, big upset. What were your thoughts, Max, and what was your reaction about her, people saying she fought with a boxer? What was your initial reaction to this whole Ronda Rousey thing?
It's 2 questions. My thoughts are that, first of all, it's an amazing accomplishment that you, as a female fighter in particular, but in any walk of life, that you participate in something, and as a result of, especially as a result of your losing, the world stopped spinning for a minute. Like, the world stopped on its axis and focused on Ronda Rousey got knocked out. That's amazing that she got there, because if you keep fighting one top fighter after another, you're going to lose. That's just going to happen. Yeah. So she lost, whatever. There's a sense out there now that she was overrated. And if people were calling her the greatest female athlete in the world, then yes, she's overrated, because Serena Williams is participating in a much more fully formed sport with a longer history, more world-class athletes, and so to be as dominant in women's tennis as Serena is different than winning in women's MMA like Ronda did. Different levels, I get that. If people were saying she's the greatest female fighter of all time, Lucia Riker and others would have things to say about that, I get that. If people were saying she's the greatest athlete in the world, no, that's like the trick they did with Tiger Woods. Golf is a sport, right? Okay, therefore, who's more dominant in their sport, Tiger or Kobe Bryant? Tiger. Okay, he's the greatest athlete in the world. Let's give him the cover of the magazine. No, he's not one of the 1,000 best athletes in the world. Stop it. But you played that trick where you made a false common denominator and then built off of that. So same thing with Ronda Rousey. If you want to say that women's MMA is the same thing as like the NBA in terms of the level of competition, then you could say she's more dominant in that than LeBron is in the NBA, therefore she's better. No. If people were saying that, then yes, she was overrated. But I didn't think that. I just thought she's the best female MMA fighter in the world, and she was. She wasn't overrated. If you had a sober view to begin with, what she did was amazing. Holly Holm had 18 title fights in women's boxing. Started as a kickboxer, knew how to defend against the armbar and against takedowns. And Ronda, in addition to that, made the mistake of not respecting her hand game. And so taking shots, and by the time Ronda realized, okay, I can't stand up with this woman, she'd already taken enough that she wasn't strong anymore. She was buzzed. Now, it might not have made a difference. Holly Holm might have beaten her anyway, but there was that. So that's basically what I thought, because I watched the fight. That's basically what I thought when I was watching the fight.